Just 18 the day.
We're live. We are live. I think we're live anyway. Yeah, we're live.
We are.
Vintage! Say hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Let's shout it loud. Get
No.
Jonesy's hangover kicked in.
No. Please don't. The game noises do me in. Welcome to the USA, the place where if you're going to be, you've got to be hungover. It's kind of fitting, isn't it, really? Even at our pace,
It
still.
certainly is. Oh, all drive, fourth race in a row.
Oh, don't be at it, because then you're tempting it to piss it down in League 2. And do you think I sound like I can handle that right now? Dear me. Afternoon, Dylan. Just about, is it? I thought it was evening. Is it not bedtime yet? Please. I'm struggling, as you can probably tell. I don't know, actually. I probably sound like shit all the time, so it makes no difference, does it? But we've got Vintage here, going to give me an hand for qualifying.
If they can hear us this week.
I always want Vintage to do well, but for this week only, I kind of want him to crash on the first lap and DNF. Coming out now. But
no, mate. You're starting again. You're going to kill us.
Let's wish him luck. Or not. A lack of. I've got a headache. Senna's on track. That's bound to give me an headache, innit? Senna's the first one out. We're going to watch him, but I'm going to be delicate, so when Vintage has done his turn, Wilson's disqualified. Naughty, naughty.
Nah, you'll want to have to start to make sure he starts dead last, innit?
Fair enough. His car did come out on track, I think. Is it? Or is that the other one? No, that's multi. Afternoon all, Kieran. Please stop reminding me it's only the afternoon. I want my bed. I don't even know what day it is, Vintage. You coming out on track, or?
Well, I was just having a look to see who we've got in reserve today. Have we got anyone else from higher divisions?
Basman's here. I've not seen him for a while. Basman's in. Styles is from the lower division. We've got Kieran. Where's Kieran? I don't know where's Kieran. This Senna from the lower division. No, it's only Wilson, I think.
Right. I'll have to try to put a time in then.
Let's go on board with Senna. He bigs himself up around here. Says he's a speed king of USA. We all just know he's a DNF king of everywhere. So we'll see where he goes today, though. Even hungover, I can still take the piss out of this twat. You don't have to feel alright to take the piss out of this gun. It's Senna, innit? You just take the piss out of him. Kind of asked for it. Is that not invalidated? Should have been validated, but he's still going. Maybe they've got it on lenient corners for him because, you know, make him feel better about his life. I think it'd take more than a good lap round there and to feel better about his life, anyway. Can we just do that for an hour? I can cope with that. I could just take the piss out of Senna for a couple of hours, just slag him off for a couple. That I could cope with that. I could genuinely do that without feeling too rough. 100 bits from Wilson. That's about all you're getting today, mate. There ain't no screaming and shouting at your 100 bits. 100 bits, thank you very much. But that's about it. You'll have to, if you throw 1,000 bits, I'll think about it. But for 100 bits, mate, you're just getting it said. Because I'm feeling. Imagine Jones versus Cena in the boxing ring. They wouldn't allow it, mate. They wouldn't allow it. It'd just be ridiculous. But moving on. He's got a 32-3. Right now, I feel like I've been in a boxing ring. Tyson Fury, something. No, Ramsell's not the next one. Styles is not the next one. There is a McLaren. No, there's a Mercedes. Perpetual Formula could be. Yeah. Perpetual Formula is going to be the next one to settle up. I don't care. Yeah, I do. Of course I care. I care very deeply. Don't we, Vintage?
We certainly do, mate. We certainly do.
I'm cold now as well. I need my McDonald's. McDonald's is en route. Hopefully by the end of that, we'll be alright. We'll be good to go for the race. As Multi was the next one, actually. He was a 33-4, and then it's going to be Perpetual Formula. Perpetual Formula in the Mercedes goes 34-3. So backwards to the other time. Let's see. Is that McLaren on its way around? Where is it? It's SFR Paul. So it's going to be on the way around. See, Paul, Egg McMuffin ordered. No, it's not breakfast time, Dylan. We're on the double Big Mac. Shit. I don't like the double Big Mac, but that's what we're on anyway. 33-7 for Paul. I can't work out. Paul, I thought he was called Oliver. So, there you go.
Yeah,
J-Story 33-8. What, but he changed his name by what? D-Pole?
It looks like it. I think his name, well, Paul Oliver, in it, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
That's the impression I'm getting. So
Ramsell going to be the next one round. Of course, this is not the good Ramsell. This is the old Ramsell. The good Ramsell being Mini Ramsell being later on at 5 PM. This is the bad Ramsell, the old and should have retired years ago Ramsell. Let's see what he can do in his Haas. I've got an headache. He comes around the final corner, and it's a 133-444. I don't know why I said it like that. Don't ask. Don't know. What am I doing with my life? J-Mart's on the control. Oh yeah, J-Mart's is putting down his wheel for. I don't know. He's not happy about being lagging behind on the wheel when these people on control are going quicker. It's bad. Peso goes at 132.9. It's not a bad time from Peso.
I'll be lucky to get that.
I do think though that he should just give his head a bit of a wobble and stick to his wheel. He's not bad on the wheel. He's good to race against. Don't worry about too much where you are. As Bob goes at 132.9 and goes P3 for now. Bazman, the invisible man, I'm going to call him. Not seen him for a while. We got Itachi on a lap as well. Ryan Van Doom on a lap. I think Ryan Van Doom could possibly be the next one round. And we've got Ryan Van Doom is the next one round, yeah. Let's go a little bit on board with him. He's coming around this final corner. Careful not to invalidate on the exit. It's so easy to overshoot that one there. Misses the apex, but gets the car round nicely. Ryan Van Doom across the line. 135.0. Not the greatest time. We'll have to improve. I'm pretty sure of that. We've got Ramsell's gone again. He's gone across the line. Not improved. Itachi's coming soon. Styles is in front of him, I think. Yep. Let's go with Styles. Where can you put that Ferrari? Runs out really wide, and that is invalid. Yeah, without that, is that Bazman coming round next? It is. So Bazman, the missing man, gets it all wrong there. He's all over the place. Stick to cutting air, mate, because he's only done a 33.3 there. Let's go to the main man, Itachi. Here he is, out of the final corner. Here goes Itachi to cross the line. Surely quickest. No, only second. It is a good time from Senna of a 32.3, but a 32.8? That much difference, really?
He's got more time than that in his locker for sure.
Yeah, you would think so. I think we're seeing A good fight between them two for Polo. Here comes the main man, the big dog. Out of final corner. And it's a 33-8.
Aye.
I'll let you make comments on that one yourself, mate.
Shite, mate. I know I'm shite round here. All of Sector 1 just gets us every time.
Well, it's quicker than British Giant for now, so...
You know, I expect to start ahead of Jake Wilson by probably about a position or two.
Oh, dear. Oh, and Tomento's lost it in... Really? There? Okay. That's a strange place to go. But, is it? Really? Fair enough. I've seen people... And he's gone again. Tomento's having a little bit of... He's worried. I'll tell you what, you might get through here. J Mart's now on the controller. Let's see where he goes. And, look at that. Staring him, but... It's just not what you're normally used to seeing from J Mart's. And he misses the apex by a couple of days, I think. If he'd have gone any wider there, he'd have been in Mexico. Which Mexico's got to become... So, yeah, yes, go back to your wheel, Jay. Yeah, and across the line in the 136. Go back to your wheel, mate. Kieran P's there. Styles. Let's go with Styles again then. His style, by the looks of it, is just to keep doing laps until he gets one right. He's on about 7, innit? How many laps has he done? Let's see. He's done 3 on this tyre. Same as same as old Ramsel, sorry. Decent lap in it, saying Senna. Look at him. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I convinced everyone to put me in the bottom league. Scratch my ego. Look at me. Ariel says, hello. Hello, Ariel. Dylan, you must have some pace around here. Pretty good, right? Says Senna. Okay, well, look at me. Look at me, I'm relevant. Look at me. You're a tit, mate. Oh. I think Vintage is choking.
Come on, mate, you get us every time. Oh, lad.
Kieran in the Red Bull. Let's see where he can go. His teammates seem to be having quite a few problems around that double, triple right-hander. Well, long, just turn right, that bit, that one, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But Kieran comes across the line in the Red Bull to go P9 and a 133.7. Styles just keep invalidating, mate, in the most unlikely invalidation places. Don't telling it like it is. I mean, no point in lying, is there? I think that must have been a Discord message because we both got it at the same time.
Mini Ramsel there just telling Senna to shut it. So he's bigging himself
See,
up.
Everyone just wants the guy to shut it. He's just full of himself in there. He just needed his ego stretching. That's all. Compensating. That's what I say. Compensating. Let's see if Styles can keep it valid round here. What would you call this? The double right, triple right, quadruple right, long right? Just turn right and who gives a shite right?
That's the one.
McDonald's is here, that's what we needed.
It's a... Is it a double right-hander? I think it's a double apex.
It just keeps going, doesn't it? Just call it the long right. Dylan says the long right-hander. I hope you're talking about the corner there, Dylan. Let's go on board with with Styles for a full lap. Stay on board with him so you can see where he's messing up and how he's invalidated. I think he's on lap 17 by now on them tyres. How about we let Vintage give you a talk through if he's not coming out yet?
Aye. I was just giving Big Boy a message. Who you on board with?
We're on board with Styles at the minute. He keeps
Styles.
invalidating, so we're going to watch and see where he goes wrong.
Right. So he's coming along the end of that big straight for the tight left-hander. Ooh, he got a slow exit out of that one. He's not even pushing it if he's invalidated. So this will look like a good lap from Styles. Again though there, so it's a 1, 2. See, to me that's like three right-handers.
It is, and there he is again, invalidating right at the end of the lap.
So is that this and next he's just invalidated, is it?
I don't think so, but he's in the wall and out anyway, so.
There we go.
Hey, Cemento's invalidated, so we'll go with Shadow Lancer now.
There you go, pushing far too early. Has he managed to get in, has he? Champion. Shadow Lancer, where is he up? Coming up the final corner now. Obviously you need a good exit out of here. You do what Styles has just done as Bob retires from the session, and that's a 33.7 from Shadow Lancer. So my time at the minute isn't looking all too bad, but obviously Shadow Lancer.
I mean, at the minute you've got Ryan Van Doom, J Martz and Aid Cemento. As long as you can hold them off, you should be through.
Yep.
Ryan Van Doom, let's just face it, it's Ryan Van Doom in it, let's say no more. J Martz is now on his control and seems to be struggling a little bit. And Aid Cemento, I think he's done more laps like more circular laps than he has done actual laps, so could be looking alright. As Epic the Animal saying, yeah, I agree, a lot of people personally racing lower tiers to ego scratch. Paige saying that's why she gets pissed about it. Well, you know, when you've got a little penis like Senna has, you need something to make your life feel valid. Unlike Vintage, who's got a big Dodger, and he's alright to race in a division above where he probably could quite possibly should be.
Right. But it's the best way to learn for me. I mean, bloody hell, I spent a whole season in the Premier League.
See?
God.
See? He's got a 7-incher down there, I'm telling you.
Oh, aye. Well, she seems to think it's a bit bigger, to be honest, like.
Yeah. She's just trying to make
mind you, I was going to say, mind you, we are getting old and eyesight is getting
when
worse
she's
with
talking
age,
about
isn't
that,
it?
she's talking about the length of the bollocks, mate.
Aye,
Cemento's
no doubt,
really struggling here.
Mm-hmm.
Really struggling. Let's go instead with one of your other challengers. I think we got J Martz is on a lap. Let's go with J Martz because these are the ones in danger. So these are the ones we've got to keep an eye on, rather than the likes of
That's it.
Itachi, who just wants to go and try and scratch his ego now and make himself look better than Senna.
So that big long barbecue straight there, innit? That's where all the barbecues are placed. Must be smelling that. Oh, big wobble coming out the end of that straight from J Martz. So that's gonna compromise him there. And slowing it down for this left-hander. Will you get the acceleration right? Yeah, just a little bit. Bit of a shake there. I mean, you're going from wheel to pad. Must be mad.
Yeah.
Ooh, turned a little too early there, J Martz.
And to be fair, I'm guessing it's just like going from pad to wheel.
Yeah, you go from one to the other. Oh, and he's holding it, and he's lost it.
And he's out.
And he's gone.
So it's all on Aid Cemento. Let's go on board with him for a full lap. If he can't push through, I think he's safe, Vintage.
And again, I think he's
invalidated. He's really struggling with that message, isn't he?
Up and there we go.
So you're through,
hey,
nice and safe.
Through in 13th.
See where British Giant goes just to end qualifying off. Oh, Senna, shut up. We're all seeing your lap. Everyone's going like we've seen it. You don't need to keep going on about it. Nobody really cares. You'll only be in a wall by lap 3 anyway.
So that's
J-Mats, why are you on controller? Get off controller and get back on that wheel. Hear me. Dobrev? Dobrev? Who's that?
Dobrev. That's Styles.
So Styles said he invalidated on purpose. So does that mean you crashed into the wall and DNF'd on purpose?
Ooh, naughty, naughty. I mean, he normally doesn't do qualifying if he wants to start at the back, so surprised he's done that. So
Naughty, naughty.
Sloth might have something to say about that.
No, not on purpose. Lost it.
I was
kind
gonna
of what
say
you said,
when
is it? Just practice. What? Losing it and crashing and DNFing? I wonder if Senna does that because he DNFs a lot. So I wonder if he has to practice it.
And there we go. Pretty quick Q1 that was.
What? Time flies when you're having fun, mate.
It does. So
That's why it seemed to go on for about an hour for me.
So Jake Wilson's going to start on the back row by himself unless someone's joining late. And you've got Aito Mento and Styles on row 9, and J Mart's is going to start P16. So maybe he might plug his wheel back in. I fancy him to be away somewhere, sitting in a bed, B&B or something with his controller instead of his wheel. That's
I had a chat with him.
It's the only way I do it.
He said it's just frustrating people being on controller and being quicker than him when he's spent a lot of money on a wheel, so that money's better elsewhere.
Yeah, I know what he means. Oh.
Can somebody time Senna out? It's making me feel sick.
Oh yeah. Right, back in a minute.
It's due just to go back in a minute when I'm in the middle of... Anyway. Big Mac. It's actually making me feel a little bit better. I'm perking up here. How's the lads on this lovely Sunday afternoon? Feeling a little bit better because of McDonald's, actually. We're kind of getting there. McDonald's hangover cure. Love it. Yes! Yes! You! Whoever did that, you're a legend. Scratching egos. Showing off how quick he is in Division and League One when he was... Swanee did it. Go on, Swanee! Showing off how quick he is when he's in League One, which is the division above that, the division that he said he needed to be in, and then questioned why he was 10 mil in the division that he was in. Shut up, mate. Go scratch your egos and your balls somewhere else. So, I'm kind of waking up a little bit. We've got Ramsel out first. We'll go with Ramsel, but I am gonna finish off my Big Mac because it's making me feel better. I'm never drinking again in my life, they say. Till next weekend. Hey, listen, Swanee, 78,000 bits in, mate. You have all the right to do that. The Big Mac's going well. It's making me feel better, so we're getting there. As Ramsell didn't want to be on stream, if don't think, so he pulled off out the way, and he's let British Giant go first. So we're watching British Giant now instead. These double Big Macs are crap, aren't they? Because they just put an extra 2 patties on, and they don't put any extra cheese on or anything like that. So they're a bit shit, really. But I don't see the point in getting a normal one while the double one's there.
Read them back.
We're after a McDonald's sponsor here, I think.
We're after a McDonald's sponsor.
Yeah, if we keep eating McDonald's while I'm talking about it, they might sponsor us.
Well, they might like.
I'm feeling a bit better, Vintage.
Yeah,
Big
we
Mac
know.
did its job.
That's what you want, man. What did you get with it? I normally get a milkshake. That normally helps us out.
Oh no. No. Just a
No.
Coke. No milkshake.
Just a Coke.
No. I used to like the milkshakes, but it takes that long to get it through the straw. I can't suck enough to do that, you know.
These paper straws are
British
shit like.
Giant. I don't know what he was trying there, where he went for the pitch, he stayed on the power, and he almost hit the pit wall, and he's had to stay out and go again. I've been there, done that, though, to be fair.
He's all over the place from what I've seen here. He's going again. Good lad. I was just watching that back on stream there, so I'm a little behind.
There is that ego scratching Tart going faster, but Petrol Formula 135
It's
point.
Tom's raided with a party of one. Welcome Tom's and his party. Should I say 5 ounce with bacon and cheese? What's that, a burger? Oh, definitely.
See, I don't think we ain't got. Where do you see him? The only thing we've got on at the minute is a double cheeseburger, a double Big Mac. The rest of it's shite. Just a normal Big Mac cheeseburger, quarter pounder. Shit. McDonald's is shite.
It is. I'd rather have a Burger King or a KFC.
Unless the Big Tasty's on. The Big Tasty, out of this world. Just absolutely stunning. Out of this world. Let's go with Ryan Van Doom. He's going to be the next one to set a lap. I think British Giant was invalidated, yeah, so Ryan Van Doom, the next one to set a lap.
Can you pop the tyres on, see what they're wearing?
Yeah, let's see what the tyres are at.
I want to check the strategy as well.
Petrol Formula, Ramsell and Vintage are all going to be mediums. Everybody else at the minute is soft. So are they looking for a soft hard? Maybe?
Is it not a medium soft round here?
No.
Or a soft medium? I'm sure someone said it was a soft medium.
You're stretching, and that's a wheel strategy as well, I think, rather than a control strategy. And you really are stretching. But I did do a medium soft in a practice session last week, and it's kind of close to a medium hard. Kind of close. To a soft hard, sorry. So, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. I can't decide. Into the pits went Ryan Van Doom as usual. Comes out, does 17 laps, boxes at the end of every one of them.
Oh, Shadaz, you're right on my wavelength there, mate. KFC
yeah.
Family bucket with a Malteser, crush 'em. And flaming sauce.
See, I like the white chocolate crush 'em. Nice.
Oh, either white chocolate, Maltesers, they're both good.
Which ones are called? But Perpetual Formula 34.8 has gone on the mediums. Everybody else so far is doing soft, so Perpetual Formula and everyone else, you're going to struggle to get through on the mediums, I think. because
I might as
quite a
well
lot
just
of people
try
going
it.
soft. Ramsel is now out on the mediums. Bazman out on the mediums. So maybe there'd be enough people on the mediums to make the mediums possible to get through.
Well, I'm certainly not going to get anywhere near them soft times at the top. Nah.
Oh, Shadowlancer's round and spun. So Swanshank saying he always feels bad after a McDonald's. Like, I mean, a man of your size, mate, with them tits, I'm not surprised. Should be on a diet, mate, so not eating McDonald's. So yeah, I'm not surprised you feel guilty. As Itachi's going to be the next one across the line. Itachi goes second quickest again, just a 10th off Senna this time, or just less than a 10th off Senna this time. Hards are awful here. The hards are slow here. Slow, but they are an okay tyre. Medium soft possibly would work better in my opinion. Bobby's out. Bob's crashed out. I tell you what, he's gone at the pit lane. He's done a pit lane.
Nice.
So
I see a lot of people doing that.
I don't know if it was British Giant that did it before or if it was Bob that did before. Oh, Bazman's gone and he's saved. He's got no front wing, but he's safe. He has got away with that one. Hitting it nose on. Doesn't lose a wheel, can go again. Shadowlancer is also out.
Ooh.
Ramsel flies through into P5 on the mediums with a 134.7. Going in quicker than Perpetual Formula. Starting to find a groove. Bazman's going to be pitting now.
I'll let him get past. I'm going to let
Ryan Van Doom again.
Is Itachi on his out lap, is he? Or he's just
Itachi's done a lap now, he's on an in lap, I'm guessing.
Right.
Ryan Van Doom just starting a lap. We're going to come to the comments again. So, but it's ridiculous. Dylan's saying the only good thing about McDonald's is a McFlurry. Oh no, you've got to have a big tasty, mate, and then tell me that. I do enjoy a McFlurry, but big tasties all the way, mate. Big tasties all the way. Ryan Van Doom invalidates. Let's go again and see what we've got next. We're starting to wake up now. Can you tell? If we go with Vintage, I think it's going to be the next one to start a proper lap. Was that next to this and next?
No, I haven't. No, I'm lucky enough I haven't. And someone's just glitched right in front of us.
Right, let's go on board with Vintage for this one then, and let's go back then. McDonald's Big Tasty Meal is the one. Yes, 100%. Big Tasty Meal is done. Absolute stunning burger that. Can't beat a Big Tasty.
Oh, that's the fucking one.
Oh, he's still valid. He's still valid.
It's not gone. No, I've slowed it. I nearly lost it there. Try to go again.
Backing out, yeah, back out, save them tyres and go again. Let's see what Kieran can do then. Kieran coming out the final corner. Let's see where he can put that Red Bull. Can he get it into the top 10? He can. He goes P5. All on the soft tyres, these boys. So anyone on the medium tyres may start to struggle to get into that top 10 soon. Ramsel is in P6 at the minute, in the best position. Still quite a few people yet to set a time. Only 3.5 minutes left of the session. And chicken nuggets and the cheeseburger again. Chicken nuggets. I'm not a fan of chicken nuggets, but I don't mind McDonald's chicken nuggets with a sweet and sour or a sweet curry or a barbecue dip. Any of them will do. Senna said, well, nobody really cares. So no, nobody cares. Nobody cares what you like.
Chicken and rice, and he's a boxer, and he needs protein, chicken and rice. I know.
Anything like that. Well, there goes Vintage again, ready to go again.
Try it again.
Try this one again. The good thing is that 43.1 at the minute puts him through to Q2, to Q3.
Oh, shit. I'll just have to
Just
do it.
keep on it, just keep on it. We've given Vintage some quiet there to try and get him in a decent lap, and if he just keeps on it, he may still find it. It's not been a bad lap, it was nice and tidy. Other than that little bit, it's a horrible corner that for losing traction on the
I hate
rear.
it. This last one as well.
Yeah, the last one, and the cross line goes P8 for now. 134.8. Let's see what those behind him can do. Bad Peso, I think, will likely go quicker than that. He's on the soft tyres, and he has got pace. So Bad Peso will likely go quicker than that. Nobody really now going on the mediums. Everybody pretty much going on the soft. Ryan Van Doom still trying to get through on the medium tyres. So is Bazman. But with everybody else pretty much. So with 9 of the top 10 so far on softs. 9 of the top 10, yeah, on softs. Vintage being the only one on the medium tyres, so it might be a struggle to get through on the mediums. There goes Bad Peso, quickest. Go on, Senna. Where are you? Where are you at, Senna? Where are you at? There you go. Bad Peso showing him how a proper lap's done around USA. The kid from America. A decent guy. No, not like you twat. Anyway, moving on. Let's see who's next one to cross the line. It's going to be Bazman. Can Bazman find a way through on the medium tyres? Vintage is now out of the session. I'm pretty sure. Don't think you, unless you're going again.
No,
I don't think you had the fuel to go in there, did you? As Bazman goes across the line, gets in there on the medium tyres for now with a 33.9. And that straight away dropped out by the soft tyres. A Perpetual Formula and the top 10 will all start on the soft tyres. I did say it'd be tough as into the pits goes Ryan Van Doom. Vintage will be coming in, and it looks like Ramsel has managed to get across the line to start another lap in time. So Ramsel can go and get himself into that top 10. Perpetual Formula at the minute will be the man to get dropped out of that top 10. If Ramsel can set a decent lap here, taking it nice and easy through them S's, making sure he doesn't invalidate. Back on the power now. Again, this is the last real part of the S that you can invalidate. Not going to happen this time. He's taking it nice and steady. Just wants to beat the 33 of Perpetual Formula. As long as he gets a good next sector, he should do that nicely. British Giant moving out of the way just about in time. Around the hairpin we go. Foot to the floor in this hat. Ugly looking car it is. For an ugly looking guy probably as well. But here we go. Can he move into a decent place now and get himself out of this drop zone? He's going to be the last man to try and do it. I'm pretty sure he is. I think everyone else has give up on their laps. I think they're all on the way into the pit, so it's all or nothing now for Ramsel. Coming into this sector 3. Lovely little dipped corners there, but you've got to be careful on him. This is the horrible one. Don't get too giddy on the power. It does nicely. Then comes into the long right, triple right, double, quadruple right thingy, right hander. And then round onto the left, double left almost, because as soon as you get yourself settled, you're looking at the braking zone of the next one, and the final corner, don't invalidate on the exit. Ramsel can come across line and sets a P7 lap time of a 133.3, dropping Perpetual Formula out and finding his way into that top 10 with Bad Peso, Senna Itachi, Paul, J Story, Multi, Kieran, British Giant and Bob. That hurts my head.
Yes, nice little finish there from Ramsel.
I've come back to life a little bit, but I just done that now. I've got the shiver. You know that horrible shivers you get when you're hungover? You suddenly come cold and get shivers and feel horrible. Oh dear. Perpetual Formula says no. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, he found a way through. But yeah. I've got the hangover shivers. I think that's what we're calling them.
Unfortunately, Perpetual getting knocked out by 4/10 there. Because Bob's out in 10th, so we're only going to have 9 cars through.
And all going to be starting the race on the soft tyres. Perpetual Formula saying, better get on to Just Eat and order himself a big tasty meal. We ain't got the big tasty on Ryan Day at the minute. The big tasty's off again now, which does me head in. I wish they'd just have it on all year round. Everybody's hungry. I've made everyone hungry. It's alright. I'm still at the. I'm going to shout in a minute. I'm going to get a Subway because I'm just sobering up.
Oh, Shadowlancer didn't put a time in. Ryan Van Doom in 14th, me in 13th, Bazman's in 12th, and Perpetual Perpetual's going to start in 11th, and Bob is going to start in 10th. Bob will have to start on the soft tyres. Also,
Is that how it works? Even if he crashes out, he's still got to start soft tyres. That's devastating for him then, isn't it, really? Would have been nice for him to get that P11 if he's not going to be in Q3 anyway. You might as well start P11 than P10 and have the tyre choice.
Absolutely.
Subway time. What do we all get from Subway? Mine's a tuna and cheese, an Italian, whatever it is. Tuna mayo cheese with a bit of tomato.
Oh, I've got a couple of selections from Subway. It is.
Who pays £7 or £8 for a sandwich? Well, I'm going to in a minute, obviously. Like, what sane, normal-headed person does that?
I know, £7 for a sarnie, man. It's crap.
You could make about 5 of them if you went to Asda and bought the stuff yourself.
Aye.
And the best of it is, I'm not going to pay £7 for a sandwich because it's going to be a £5 delivery or something off Uber Eats. So it's like it's over a tenner for a sandwich. But it's a hangover cure. Hangover cure. Very good for a hangover cure. Never had a Subway. How could you never have a Subway? See, I never really liked Subway. Paige has never had a Subway. But Italian not BMC. Italian muffin. Is that right? Am I talking shite? The muffin, you can get Italian summit or other baguette thing, can't you? The Italian one.
It's the Italian. It is a soft. It's the softest bread, really, isn't it? Really soft.
So there's that one. Tuna mayo, tomato, cheese, toasted, stunning. Can't beat it.
I'm not a fan of warm tuna. Like, does not sit well with me.
See, usually I'd be the same, but it's just something about that. It's the only sandwich I can eat from Subway. The rest of them all have that same weird taste. The Subway taste. Shite. Don't like it. Itachi's going to be going across the line. Let's go on board with Itachi and let's talk through this lap. As we come up, you can brake nice and late into turn 1 with it being uphill and throw the car in, cut that corner as much as you dare. You can almost completely cut it, to be fair, and he didn't quite, so he must not. He's quicker than me, so I'll not say nothing. Cut that one, and braking, turning, and try not to invalidate there, keeping it as tight as you can across the double right almost there. And again, the same thing here, keeping it nice and tight. Careful not to lose the rears on there. Getting a bit too giddy on the throttle on the exit there can do some damage, as Mini Ramsel's crashed out somewhere. And then braking again as late as you dare and cut that hairpin, completely cut that one. And back on the power. But again, he's quicker than me, so who am I to argue with him not cutting it? But you can completely cut that one and not get invalidated. This corner again is another one you can completely cut. Absolutely send it into this one. No real danger of invalidation, and not apart from running wide on the exit. You just got to be careful not to overcook it. These ones can be a little tricky and a little testy on the rears, but again, if you can hold it in, not get on the power too early. And then the nightmare corner for the rears every single time. Look, you dare go out too wide. It must be that little bit of a lump. Then with what we're just going to call it the long right-hander. Not really an invalidation round there, but you can if you throw it in too early. And then running wide on the exit like that can, of course, invalidate you running wide on this exit as well, but he hasn't, and he's kept it in, and it looks like he may go again straight away. So it's actually just missing out on it by a couple of corners. Senna, though, doesn't, and he goes with a 32-0. Well, that's what everybody cares about. In fact, let's just watch somebody else. Here goes Multi. Multi is the next one that's going to cross the line, and that is going to be a P2 for now with a 33.5.
7/10 slower.
Kieran B
just a scrub run from him. Kieran B, penultimate corner for him. Cuts that corner over that sleeping policeman. Does he do the same again? No. Oh, he's a little tentative coming out there, but this is for his first run, a 33.4. Again, got to be just a scrub run for him.
Jay Storer, the old man. looking nicely cut there. Really nicely cut that final corner. 33.7 though. Not quite good enough. Going to be Bad Peso next. The American in America land.
Oh, he's slowed right down there, didn't he? Yeah.
Out of this. He's boxing. Yeah, he must have done something wrong somewhere, and he doesn't fancy it. So it's going to be Itachi back with him.
Well, yeah, he got round there quick.
Yeah, in roughly about a minute and a half, to be fair.
That's right. Ooh, saves it this time.
That was close. That was so close.
So final corner for him now, and that puts him P2 with a 33.3. Again.
Sure, he'll go again.
So it's obviously a lot more time to come from these guys. So his next move, he's invalidated.
So Kieran, maybe.
Let's have a look as he's got his fuel light on.
And he's gone into low fuel mode there, I think.
He has,
yeah, so he'll be boxing.
Jace Story, again, he'll be boxing as well.
Yeah, he's not using ERS, so he'll be coming into the box. Bad Peso isn't there. SFR Paul will be the next one eventually, as it's actually invalidated. So eventually, when he gets round, SFR Paul will be the next one. Let's come back to there then. We've got in the chat, who've we got? Let's read back. Perpetual Formula Spicy Italian is the best sub, I think. Italian herbs and cheese bread. It just all has that same weird taste. Meatball sub with a heart Italian bread and Southwest sauce. Again,
there you go. Shadows again. That's a one I get.
It's just too sloppy for me. It's too sloppy. I do slop. I mean, don't get me. Actually, sometimes I can do slop. I did a burger the other day for the first time with pulled pork and all that. Quite nice actually. Bad Peso of Paul, I think, but you can never leave Itachi out. The guys from another planet. I don't think.
Oh, Jake Wilson's timed out.
Jake Wilson timed out.
Oh, I'll have to. I'll quickly get him.
Yeah, I'll get him an invite back in. We best add, I suppose.
I'll have to.
He does do a couple of things for people, doesn't he? He helps out here and there along the way, so. Suppose, we can help him out this once as a favour back. So SFR Paul is on. Bad Peso has just come out the pit, so both McLaren drivers are ready, and one of them is on a lap, the one's on an out lap. Let's see if any of them can get themselves to the front row of this grid. It's going to be quite something to beat Itachi and that other guy that nobody cares about. Jeff the Slayer, people care about you more than this other guy. That used to be your scene. Don't worry, you've been replaced as the man nobody cares about. He's asked for a long time to be a meme as this Senna, so let's make him the meme that he is. Hashtag nobody cares. Into the pits goes Paul, so he wasn't happy with his lap, but he seemed to be on for an okay time. He's just gone into the pits at 1:33. That would have been an okay time.
I've just noticed that myself. That's a strange one. That.
Not sure why he did that there. That would have been an all right time. It definitely would have been in the 33s. I would have thought, at least. I think, just looking at the times there, if he'd have stayed out on that lap, I'm almost fairly certain he would have gone into P2. Because he braked to go into the pit lane and still crossed the pit lane line at 33. So if he'd have kept the power round through the final corner, I'm pretty sure he'd have been in the 32s there. So a strange decision from Paul to back out of that lap at the last minute, but let's go with Bad Peso now and see where he's getting it so right in his home country. And everyone else is getting a look at that, cut that lovely final corner from Bad Peso. Gets on the power now and up the hill into that late braking zone. Brake later than the game tells you to brake and swing in, cut that corner. It's a good start to the lap, this from Bad Peso. Can he get the S's right? This is the most important part of the track. If you want a good lap, you've got to get this part right. It can gain you 7 or 8 tenths if you get it right, and he's got it okay. It's not bad at all, so Bad Peso could be on for a good lap time here. Swing it into the left and then the right left basically a chicane going uphill. Don't get on the power too early. This isn't a bad lap from Bad Peso if he can keep this up for the whole lap. And Bad Peso could be on for a potential pole place. He's definitely going to be in the 32s if he keeps it up. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't know whether he's up or down on his previous time. I'm guessing we'll find out in a minute as he comes across into Sector 3. We're into Sector 2, so we'll see where it is. Is this a dry racing page? It is a dry race.
It is.
You must be about, that's why it's so dry. Anyway, moving on. He's 1022, and it doesn't say whether he's up or down on his time, so Bad Peso, not too sure how he's doing, but he's going to come into this horrible left-hander. Careful, there he is, so careful, and it's looked like a nice and tidy lap. Double apexing, there we go, almost a triple apex, as we've said. Fling it into the second to last corner. Now can he cut as much as he dares? Bad Peso on the final corner, cuts it nicely. Does he get on the power early enough? Bad Peso can go second only. 3 tenths off.
Yeah, still a good lap from Bad Peso. Just a better lap from Senna.
British Giant will be the next one.
Yeah, so Where's British Giant coming around the final corner now, gets the power to the floor nice and early, but he only moves up a position to P6. So again, this is where it matters. He's got to get it done now. So
Senna is kind of going to the 31s here.
He's a 10th up.
It looks like he may. He does. It's a
Oh, he's not.
No, he's not.
He lost a bit of time at the final corner there.
Oh. What about Itachi? Itachi's going to be the next one. Can Itachi get into the 31s? It's going to need a 31 now. He runs slightly wide. He's
only looking at a 32 and a half here.
And then he cuts that last one nicely. Can he get it? Can he get it? He does. It's a 31.
Yes, great lap.
Brilliant
great
lap. Sit down, Senna. Sit down. Sit down. It's all gone quiet over there. Sit down, Senna, as SFR Paul struggled it. He backed out of that lap. Now he's not going to set a lap.
J Story though in the meantime has moved up to P4 with a 32.4. That's a good lap from him. Where's Multi next?
He's getting up there now with some of the leagues.
Isn't he?
He's way up there. A 31.888. That's a lap time. You see that, Senna? Fastest.
The checkered flag has fallen, so Multi
he is 0.037 up though, Senna. Can he make this happen? Can he make it happen? Nobody will care if he does, but can he make it happen? Show everybody how much he's just an ego chaser being in League 2, when he all know from the start of the game that he should have been above that. And he invalidates! He just like the man himself, he is just invalidate. He's invalid. He's just invalid.
And he would have had pole, but unfortunately, it doesn't count if you invalidate.
Poor Senna being memed, says Keza. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
So Paul's going to start P9. He's his quality's screwed.
He's not backed out. I tell you what, this is a Sunday driver right here, isn't it? He's old, past it, should have given his driving licence up and going slow. Sunday driver all over. Invalid in name, invalid in lap time. It's Senna. As look at this, Itachi's gone again, but it doesn't matter. He sets a 1:57.1 just to say to Senna, sit down, son. And that is that. Itachi will start pole, Senna second, Bad Peso first, J Story in fourth, Multi in fifth, Kieran sixth, British Giant seventh, Ramsel eighth, SFR Paul in ninth. Vintage, you've been my hero. You helped me get through that sticky Q1 and 2 when I was feeling it. Now it's time for you to be even more of my hero and go and score us some points.
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed, right? Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
And good luck everyone else.
Cheers, mate.
No problem.
J Story saying, keep talking, I'll retire and join you in the booth. You should have retired years ago, mate. You should have retired years ago. Man of your age, they should, driving licences of people your age should be forcibly removed. Like, literally force by force, like pin you in a corner and put a gun to the head, take it off you. But he's P4 in his home country, so there we go. I'm scared for my race now, Senna. Thanks a lot. Don't be scared, he'll bottle it. League One sandbag master Itachi. Just letting Senna think he was relevant for a little minute there before absolutely destroying his life. Thanks. I'll try not to think about the food we've been talking about. Food! Babe! Can I have a Subway now? I've got an headache, that's what I've got. I am an headache, let's face it. We all know that. I've only got 2 chargers, 3 things that need charging. It's always fun, isn't it? New follower, NetGo YouTube. I think that's supposed to be YT. Welcome to Parabolic Esports. Thank you very much for the follow. You are follow number 1023 as we look towards the new target of 1100 followers. 1500 being the ultimate target, but no. Well, the ultimate target is never ending, isn't it? But as the Dylan bot sticking in the Discord there, if you want to join, if you want to take part, if you want to be one of these epic racers that matter, unlike Senna, then you know you can join that Discord and get yourself a trial, get yourself in. Here we go, formation lap. Let's go through the standings. We've got Itachi in first. I know, some other guy in second, don't know who he is. Bad Peso in third, 4th place is J Story, 5th is Multi, Kieran being 6th, 7th place British Giant, 8th place is Ramsel, 9th is Paul, 10th is Bob, 11th Perpetual Formula, Bazman in 12th, Vintage in 13th, Ryan Van Doom in P14th, just deciding now to get off the grid, not sure what that's about. Shadow Lancer in 15th, J March in 16th, Styles in 17th, Atomento 18th, and Jay Wilson in 19th. Looking at Jake Wilson's strategy, it's saying soft, medium, or soft, hard. Yeah, it's not soft, hard. Soft, medium. Ryan Van Doom is in AI, so I'm not sure why. Maybe that means he's not in the session, or maybe it means he's in pause. I've never seen the AI that side. Normally comes after the name, doesn't it? Who knows? What do I know? But Wilson just sticking behind him and disappearing. No, let's go to Ryan Van Doom and then look back. Wilson's still disconnected. Has no one got Wilson an invite? He is disconnected there. So, Jake Wilson, disconnected. Not what we want to see. We want to see him move his way through the field. Well, let's go on board with the only fast driver that matters here. Not that one. This one. And then this one. Let's see what they could be like. Jay Storer. That's the wrong way, mate. You live over here. Do you need a sat-nav? Dear me. British Giants also got disconnects there, so... not looking good for a few of these drivers at the start of this race. Let's hope... oh, dear. She's got a disconnect! British Giants... oh, everyone's disconnect. Oh, Multi's left. Everyone's going. Oh, am I the only one that's not going? Oh, for... and it looks like I've got an error, so we need some sort... I need an invite. I'm going to have to leave the session. I need an invite. Everyone has left the session to me. Oh, dear. Shit. We'll be back with you in a minute. I'm going to try and rejoin somehow. Let's try it through Bad Peso. request to watch. I can't rejoin that session without an invite. I need an invite to rejoin that session. I need an invite to get back in. Can somebody try and get me an invite? Please, anybody? Fucking Codemasters. Absolute shambles. Anybody? Invite? Until I get an invite, it looks like this is all we can see. I can't do anything about it. I don't think the session is restarting. I think they're racing. I need an invite back into it. Just Codemasters error. Good old Coders. Can somebody put a message in the Discord, please, saying I need an invite, or there's going to be no stream? Coders are a joke, they are, mate. You'd think they'd sort this issue out by now, wouldn't you? This issue has been here since at least the 2019 game, if not before, and we still get the same issue. Can somebody get in the Discord and at everyone? I need an invite. It's either that or the stream's ending here. Without an invite, there's not much I can do. Is Wilson about? Anybody? Yeah, Rams will ask him if he'll throw me an invite, mate. Parabolical Esports account. Everyone's getting kicked, apparently. Ah, good old Cody's. Cody's doing itself proud as usual. Good old fucking Cody's. Codemasters, sort your shit out. Absolute jokers. You Codemasters, you ain't a master of nothing. You're a master of cock-ups. That's about it. You stupid moronic idiots. Why don't you just fuck... EA Sports just needs to fuck you off and do it themselves. Because you don't know what you're doing. You can't master a code, you can't master a wank. Dear me. Shambles of a game, shambles of a company. They haven't got a clue what they're doing. Dear me. I bet you all know what a master and slave is if you go into a sex shop, though, don't you? With your BSMD shit. Come on. Dear me. Spend less time busting nuts over your tied up with leather on. Spend more time making a game properly that works. Dear me, you only get paid for this shit. How much did we spend on this game? 80 quid each? 80 quid each? I wonder how many sex toys that's got you to stick up your own arsehole while you should be making a game. Dear me. It can't be that hard. It can't be that you get paid for it. This is supposed to be what you do for a profession. You went to university for 17 years, getting bummed in the showers so you could fuck up a game and give everyone a bad day. I've got an headache, I'm hungover, and you're fucking me over. Stop being idiots. Go back to your slave shop and let EA make it. At least they fix it once a week if they Oh, go away. Fuck off. Shitty fucking Codemasters. Shitty fucking game. 80 quid. Give me 80 quid back, you stupid moronic fucking wankers. Dear me. Right, let's go to the chat. Who have we got in the chat? Spitting facts. It is spitting face facts. It's just facts. You can guarantee these cunts are all sat in a sex shop when they should be working. I mean, you just look at the Williams liver and they get just fucking shite. Oh, dear me. Everyone leave. Let's have a restart, because we only paid 80 quid for the game. Fuck. I want nothing more today than to be laying in my bed feeling sorry for myself. I've got up because we do leagues because it's great, innit? There's hundreds of us, thousands of us that do leagues. And what can you do? What do? You make Breaking Point. Nobody likes it. It's shit. You spend your time on making it work properly than giving us shit game modes that we don't want. Who spends a year playing Breaking Point? Nobody. Doesn't happen. It lasts a fucking day. We don't want Breaking Point. Here we go again. Take 2. Fucking Breaking Point. You got me into my Breaking Point. Oh, I'm not buying next year's game. I'm not. I'd rather get pissed than lie in bed feeling hungover and sorry for myself. They don't need to learn a thing or two from PS3 games. They could learn a thing or two from fucking Mario Karts. I play Mario Karts, you don't have these sort of issues. You play Mario Kart, you're in the session, that's just it. You finish the race, you finish it first, you stay first. You don't get this timing glitch where you end up 9th. Dear me. Can we get Sega to make it? Fuck. So, now we've got to try and fill in 20 minutes while Sloth gets everyone into the lobby and gets all the tyres sorted out. Senna, why were you restarting? Because you're a prick. That's why. Love that game, was so sick. Look, yeah, but this is the thing though, we don't want Formula 1 Championship on the PS3, do we? We want to be able to play the Formula 1 game we paid 80 fucking quid for while them cunts go and spend our money in a sex shop. On chains and masks and gimp suits and shit. Fuck me. Mario 64 League. That's what we need, Ryan. That's what we need, mate. Let's get a Mario League going. We get a Mario League going. I guarantee we start the race, you finish the race, and that's it. Just once. Dear me. Now the game not letting me join the session. Cody's finest. You've got to now, to join a new session, once you've been kicked out of a session, you've got to close the game down and reopen the game and join the session. Or, you could send them a big extra large dildo and I'm sure they'll make it work for you. You can see him now, can't you? You can see him. Hey, you got that issue sorted that we had on last year's game? Spank me harder, spank me harder. Sorry, what? What? Oh, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. You can hear it. You can hear him. Tied up with chains. Balls in the mouth. 90-year-old women whipping him. Get in the office and do something useful and make the game work. Fucking Codemasters. Dear me. Currently only 13, now we got a 14 in. Who we missing? Come on boys, get in. That's not my drink, that one, mate. That's my vape. We've got plenty of drinks around us. I need a vape. Get through this shit. We do all this hard work, get these legs up. You sit here commentating, give yourself an headache that you already had because you're hungover from the day before. Instead of spending 80 quid on the game, we'll just send them a load of sex toys, gimp masks. I bet if you bought them a load of gimp masks, I bet they'd get the game working for you. Dear me. Hey Paige, how many Cody's workers have you slapped with a whip? How many haven't you? Probably a short question, isn't it? It's not a straw, no. If you're all interested in what I'm sucking, I don't work for Cody's. I'm not sucking on nothing. Apart from my vape. Convenient time for it to be the 169th comment, that wasn't it? Rolled up fiver. Fiver? What's a fiver? It's hard to roll up money these days, isn't it? It's all on card. Although that does remind me of the In-Betweeners. He pulls it out of his back and he gets shit up his nose. I definitely, I could do that with a Cody's worker. Redeemed a gifted sub. Parabolical Esports owes J Marts a gifted sub for 50,000 channel points. You're nearly up there with me, son. I'm only on 53,000 channel points. J Marts redeeming a gifted sub. Wilson, where you at? J Marts is owed a sub. 50,000 channel points. Great support, that, by the way. What a hoarder. Say I'd hate to see his room, but you can when you go on his Twitch channel. Oh, I don't know if you can now, actually. I was looking a minute ago. It looks like you've cut it out so it's just your head. Have you started hardening your gaming corner now as well, Marts? Shaddies is on 63,000 channel points. Overtook me. I've spent too many on redeem hydrates and shit. Should do 100,000 merch. 100,000 channel points gets you some merch. Alright, we don't need to know all your points now. Look what you've started here, Marts. Hear me. None of yous are on 78. You know what? Actually, that says it all, doesn't it? None of yous are on 78,000 bits, though, are you? Eh? Oh, yeah, redeem, hydrate. He's spending his change. A new follower! Rapid. Let's just leave it at rapid. It's a Sunday. I'm hungover. Codemasters have wound me up. I need a shit now. But your follower 1,023, so thank you for +2 apparently. So I don't know. 1,000 and odd. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Parabolical Esports. And it looks like we're ready to go. Setups, don't forget your setups. Parabolical Esports, J Marts is old. Yo guys, how's it going? It's going really well. It's going really well. Thought I'd drop by and watch some racing. You're just in time. We've got over the Cody's nightmare now and we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Hopefully for good this time. Take 2. A 100 bits says good luck all. Never mind the 100 bits. J Marts needs his sub. Lost a couple of thousand channel points that night. We got drunk. We got me drunk. It was worth it. It's not happening again. Not after last night. Shit the bed. On an Xbox, but great to see the games across all platforms. So, do you have the same nightmares with Codemasters on Xbox? Just constant glitches and shit. Or did the Xbox side not do BSMD? I don't know if we're doing a formation lap. I'm guessing maybe we are. We are doing a formation lap, I think. This looks like a formation lap start, so we are. And let's just check the tyres, let's make sure our top 10 are all on softs. Of course they are, apart from Perpetual Formula, who somehow he's now into, I don't know, I think there's somebody missing maybe there, so that's fair, he did qualify on the mediums. Ryan Van Doom starting on the hards. That's, in my opinion, always a bad decision. Let's get that off though. Groove! Oh, I've just realised, Groove, you're not in the race! What's going on, Groove? Dude, man, it's shocking. Force feedback goes halfway through. A race lobby just crashes, safety car teleports it. Yeah, it's just absolute bullshit, isn't it? They get paid to do this, and yet every year we get the same glitches over and over again. Like, oh, but we've got a breaking point that nobody gives a shit about. Oh no. Shitty coders. Can't get much worse. So let's go through the new order. Itachi is first. That guy no one gives a shit about is in second. Bad Peso third. J Story in fourth. Multi in fifth. Kieran sixth. British Giant seventh. Ramsel 8th. Bov ninth. And Perpetual Formula rounding out the top 10. Bazman in 11th. Vintage 12th. Ryan Van Doom 13th. Shadowlancer 14th. J Martz 15th. Styles in 16th. Atamento 17th. And Jake Wilson in the session this time. Up at the back in P18. Friday, we had Cowie's car turn left in the pits and crash into a garage and cause him DNF and a safety car. That was it last week? I don't know if it was last week where we had J Martz's car park up in the pit lane, just crash into a garage and have everyone queuing up behind him in the pit box. In fact, that's a new glitch this year, so they've not fixed the old glitches and they've created new ones. Do you think that's what they actually do all year round? What good glitches can we add this year? Do you know any good glitches we can add? Anyone? Yeah. 1 minute. Oh. Stupid. Anyway, the main programme is get invited to a pub crawl with... I'm not doing no pub crawls. I crawl out of the pub, not into it. Let's go. Here we go, this time round we have lights and we have action. Hopefully we have Perpetual Formula leading the race there apparently for a split second, even though it's not started. But we are lights out and sitting on the grid as usual. Well done, Codys. We're away, though. What a start from that guy there. Nobody cares, but it's a good start from him. And Itachi's going to drop down into P2. And it looks like he's going to take the lead in the Ferrari as Bad Peso around the outside of J Story. J Story trying going into the inside. Everyone seems to be pretty cleanly through. Let's go a bit further back. There are a few battles here and there. Further forwards, it's Multi and Ramsel. I think Multi managed to get in front of Ramsel, and they all go through pretty much single file here. One or two of them trying to get through nice and neat. But Senna does lead this race away from Itachi, and now it's going to be a battle with wits between the two of those who can get the best run-off and who can get the best strategy around here now, as that is going to start to come into big effect. Further back you did see, I think it was Bob and Perpetual Formula getting pretty close there. Ryan Van Doom on the inside of Kieran. Ryan Van Doom pushes Kieran off, he's clipped him and he's spun and he's round, and he's going to surely have rear wing damage from that if nothing else. And he's off and out at the back of it. And let's go a bit further up though, because there are still some close cars to give a look at that. Battle behind, Shadowlancer slots in front. Let's go to just look at that, Wilson trying to find his way through. He's forcing his way into between a gap. There, Jake Wilson forcing his way through a gap, and that's a great double overtake from Jake Wilson on Kieran and Shadowlancer, and he's already up into P13. It's a great start from the big man himself in P13 now in that Mercedes. Good start to the race. Let's try and find another Bazman and Perpetual Formula. Bazman's found a way past Perpetual Formula in long rights. We're just going to call it long rights. J Martz meanwhile has struggled and something's gone wrong and he's lost a few positions. I wonder if virtual safety car, as Ramsel would have had a good run up Multi and he's had to back out. British Giant backs out as well. And we can maybe give it a second to go through the standings. J Martz does pit. Ryan Van Doom is out of the race. That is the virtual safety car. Senna then leads from Itachi with Bad Peso in first. J Story in third. J Story in fourth. Multi in fifth. Ramsel sixth. British Giant seventh. Bob in eighth. Bazman ninth. Perpetual Formula in P10. just outside the points. Then it's Vintage, Wilson, Kieran, Shadowlands, Styles, Atomento and J Marts. What a start, what an opening lap from Jake Wilson up into P12. As that's the reason you can't blame anything on Cody's. You can blame anything. Everything is Cody's fault. It's all their fault. It from behind, typical people racing a race like it's one on lap one. Yeah, well, that's not rear wing damage. Ryan straight line the wall and retired on track. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. But we are still under virtual safety car conditions. This has been a lap long virtual safety car. Ask for footage, mate. Yep, ask for footage. Lagged out, unfortunately. It looks like I'm in a different race from everyone. Oh dear. Can we, somebody, Sloth, can we get Perpetual back in? I just watched on stream another car driving me off track into the wall. What? Nobody drove you off track into a wall. What do you mean? I didn't see that. Anyway, moving on for now, let's just see where Ramsell is going to have a good run at Multi. Can he find a way past him? It doesn't look like it. It looks like Multi got a good enough exit out. British Giant has got someone close up behind him. I think that's Bob, his teammate. The two teammates going to stick close together, but I don't think they'll want to be sending it on each other this early in the race. Maybe just settle in and then let one through if that's the way the team is going to work. Unbelievable, say Perpetual. Yeah, hopefully get back in this session though, mate. Cody's again. You just I wasn't commentating on nobody putting you in a wall. I was commentating you running wide into somebody's rear tyres, spinning off into another car and then spinning off the track. I didn't see you putting nobody putting you into a wall. Anyway, Bad Peso, he's on Itachi. This is going to be a close, decent battle all race long. Wilson, he's up behind Perpetual Form though. I think that is his AI, so we're going to watch Bad Peso. He gets a good exit there. And Bad Peso right up behind Itachi. This is for P2 in this race. Bad Peso, DRS wing is open and goes up the inside. Nice and easy, should cruise through. Does, gets in front, into the braking zone and off, maybe in search of Senna, who, as we can now see, is definitely just scratching an ego in League 2. That's all it is. Unbelievable. What? I mean, it looks a bit unbelievable, what you're saying. I don't know. I'm just commentating, mate. I don't know. Clip it. Moving on. We're going further down. Bob is up behind British Giant, but they are spreading out a little bit now. Kieran is on Perpetual Formula's AI, so Kieran will go right through that AI, as will Vintage in a minute as well. Perpetual, let's hope he can get him back in there and take control of that car once again, as Vintage also will now go through that AI as well. There is gaps forming already. DRS is being lost. This is the closest battle on track at the minute for P4, Multi and J Story. See how this one pans out. Oh, I tell you what, he's just lost a lot of time to Ramsell there, and as well as losing time to J Story. So Ramsell is going to be on the back of this, and British Giant is joining in as well with teammate Bob. So here we go. The Alpha Tower is going to push these cars through with a bit of luck and follow them through. That's what they'll be hoping for anyway. As Multi now needs a good pull. Oh, stop it. Multi now needs to get up behind J Story. It's just not going to go right, no matter how you say that. And goes up the inside and takes the position. Will Ramsell follow him through? I think Ramsell's going to try and follow him through. Darts up the inside in the braking zone. He gets so close to the back of Multi there, as you're seeing, and it looks like he's going to go around the outside this time, and he does find his way past J Story. Gets a little bit slidey on the exit. Good overtake from Ramsell, but look at what that's done. Give Multi almost a second gap, that bit of a battle there, and it's dropped J Story right into both the Alpha Tauris. So let's go and look at J Story now, as he's going to be under pressure from the Alpha Tauris. British Giant and Bob, both of them doing pretty well here at the start of this race and getting right onto the tail of the Williams driver. I got forced outside from the car behind. I don't know what happened, mate. Just report it. As we're going to look, British Giant and Bob just staying in formation for now. Multi 21, Seb, eh? Let's see if there are any team orders from them at any point. Bob is clinging on nicely. Everything's just not sounding good, is it? Just coming out with some words today. Yeah, here we go. Klingons now. Getting up the back of him, Klingons. Dear me. Bad Peso has lost one to Itachi. I didn't see it happen, but he's going to be back on the back of him. We've got a new follower. Our new follower is K-Stu. K-Stu, follower 1,000 and odd. I think he's at about 1,027 or 8 or something now. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Let's hope you enjoy this bit of a race. As look at this again in the background. It looks like British Giant and Bob may have to swap positions eventually. Bad Peso does get past Itachi. All the while that's helping Senna out. Got looking to go the inside of him now. Maybe Bob. No, the side's better of it. Teammate defending, and there's no team orders there. It looks like they're allowed to go racing right now. The Rosberg and Hamilton days. Just go race and see what comes of it. As meanwhile, Ramsel has got up to the back of Multi, and he's going to have a chance at him, you'd think, on one of the DRSs. He gets a little bit squirmy there, which will not help him out. And it might be another lap around before we see anything again. We will have a look. Itachi is going to be on Bad Peso, but not close enough. McCutch wouldn't engage at the race start. What a game this is. What a game this is. Outstanding game. But did you even get Paul? That's a far Paul, you didn't even get in this session. It's Jay Story on British Giant. Oh, British Giant on Jay Story, sorry. I didn't see how close they was. I was too busy looking at something else, and now look at that. I ain't got the timings anyway because Coders is doing a great job of this game. But look at that. British Giant finds his way past Jay Story. Jay Story's getting close to him again, and Bob now, he's going to have to be the next one to follow through. Can the Alpha Tauri follow his teammate through as Bad Peso? The first one with a time penalty. 3-second time penalty from Bad Peso. Just got to keep it nice and steady, mate. Stop. I know you're pushing hard to try and stay with them front runners, but surely a P3 is better than a P7 after time penalties. So just keep it nice and calm and stay with him. Further forwards though, we've got Ramsel looking to push onto the back of Multi. It doesn't look like he's going to be, is it? Well, hang on, he might do. He might do, but further back there could be an overtake. We're going to stick with this one now, and then I'm going to drop back straight away. Yeah, let's drop back. No. These are going to all stay as they are for now, but I can't see. Jake Wilson goes up the inside of Bazman. Jake Wilson gets the move done. I need some timing! Let's stay with the helicopter cam because it's sexual. Especially around here. I remember watching Sloth and Nundago battle around here with this camera. Quality stuff. Last season that was. Absolute brilliant to watch. But I can't see how far apart anyone is, as you can see, so I just don't know. Cody's is amazing, isn't it? We're now watching Jake Wilson race on his own on a good camera. At least that works. Not often enough. Misses the apex, runs out wide, and no time penalty for that. Carries on through. Bad Peso still in front of Itachi. And Bob now gets his way past Jay Story. Jay Story looking for the up and under, maybe. No, not quite. Bob back through, and now I've got timings so I can see what's going on again. Jay Story, let's go on board with him and see how close to the back up Bobby gets. There's the time penalties. A starting to come through, and Bob's lost it. Oh, Bob's lost it. He was doing so well, and now he's dropped right out of the points, and Jay Story will claim that place back. Bob's so unlucky there, losing it and dropping out the points, and it's just not gone well for him there, has it? Not gone well at all. It's unlucky from Bob. He's almost right at the back of the grid now. In fact, he's just got going in P15 behind Perpetual Formulas. I believe AI. I'm not sure if it's still his AI or not. Ramsel low up onto the back of Multi. There was a session restart though, Paul. So I don't know what happened there, mate. Paul Oliver, but I don't know. BR Oliver, Mr. Oliver Twist. There was a session restart, and it looks like you're not in it. So. Don't know, mate. Jake Wilson and Bazman going at it. Oh, is Jake Wilson lagged out? Jake Wilson's lagged out. Oh dear. We are going to watch though now to see if Ramsel can get any closer to Multi before British Giant comes and joins this battle. His teammate has dropped off and fell away now after that spin, so it's all down to the Alpha Tower of British Giant to see if he can make anything happen. But this time round, Ramsel a little bit too far away from Multi. Get up nice and close behind him and let's see what you can do. Nothing just yet. Let's go to these two though and see how close together these two are. Let's go on board with Itachi. There is Bad Peso. There will be pit stops soon, I would have thought. Lap 8 can be a sign of pit stop. I'm not sure if the two-stopper, if anyone's doing a two-stopper, now is roughly the time to come in, box for those fresh soft tyres or fresh medium tyres, and get ready for your final stint after that, which will then be meaning boxing around lap 20. That is how the two-stop would work. Not sure if anyone's going to do the two-stop. Bad pace, so not he's far enough away, sorry, from Itachi to hold him off for now. Bazman looks like he's going to have J Story though. Bazman up the inside of J Story, and Bazman moves into P7. You'd think nice and easy, unless J Story can hang it around the outside. He can, and Kieran now he's going to get involved with J Story as well, and that could come closer. Vintage and Styles wheel to wheel together. Oh, look at it, Shadow Lancer. Oh, Styles went slow and Shadow Lancer took the opportunist overtake and died up his inside, and that's a good overtake there from Shadow Lancer, dying up the inside and gaining a place on Styles. Nice, decent overtake there. Bob and Perpetual Formula, it's just an... Oh no, Perpetual Formula is back in the race. Ramsel as pit and Bad Peso as pit. So they may well be on the two-stop unless they go to hards. Let's stick these tyres on now and see what people are doing. Whether they're coming out. Bad Peso has gone medium, so I'm guessing he is going for the two-stop. I don't think the medium tyres last 20 laps around here. If they do, I'm pretty sure they'll be quite slow, as Bob now falling off the back of Perpetual Formula, but he's using this DRS to his advantage. There's a car coming out of the pits that may hinder this overtake. Yeah, I think Bob's seen it and decided better of it, backed out with Ramsel coming out there. He has backed out, but nobody going to the hards. Interesting. So it may be those that have just pit are going for the two-stop. Let's see. It does work. It does work, the two-stop. J Marks is retired from the session. Not sure how he's managed to go there on that double right, long right, and it's a full course safety car, which for me means the two-stop works. Let's see on board with Senna and see if we get a view of J Marks' car, or if it vanishes before we get there. Alright, makes sense, Paul, makes sense, mate. It makes sense indeed. Nope, J Marks' car has gone. Let's see then what this annoying race leader will do. Scratch his ego, and he does box. Itachi is going to box. Everyone surely who hasn't boxes now, because they're all on soft tyres and will need to box soon. So surely everyone boxes here now. Yeah, it looks like it. Yep, everyone boxes. A Bad Peso. Will he manage to take the race lead here on mediums? Can he beat Senna? Here we go. Bad Peso, foot down. Use that ERS now, mate. Use that ERS. He's not going to get Senna there anyway, and he is going to come. He's going to drop behind Itachi. So that safety car's hurt Bad Peso, and he's going to drop behind Itachi into P3. Mediums make the end from here, especially with safety car apparently. There we go. Word to Keza. Go. So Keza seems to think the mediums will make it from here. Personally, I don't think they do. I don't know. Not for me. I'm shite with tyres, so I don't think they make it with me. I think I'm if I'm a pitting that early on softs, I'm thinking maybe I'm on the two-stopper, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. A late safety car helps anyway, doesn't it? Get you back on the softs. Everyone getting so close behind this safety car. Not much need. Mediums can go to the end of the race. Dylan agreeing. Mediums go the 20 or the 18, 20 or 18 laps needed. Fair enough, if that's what you guys think. I know I'm absolutely atrocious on tyres, so I don't think I would, but yeah. Yeah, be about 65-70% wear at the end, but they make it, fair enough. Is that not slower than a fresh soft pit? Don't know. I believe it is close. I believe it is close. Although I say that, and I know the AI can make it work sometimes, which is usually not the case. But the Mercedes AI, I did a normal race around here with AI, and Hamilton did the one stop and won the race. Max Verstappen did the two stop and did no, I think actually he went medium hard. Hamilton went soft medium, something like that. But it worked. So the AI can make it work. Surely anyone can, because they pit on about 23%, don't they? Lap 11 of 28. Senna leads the race, but nobody really gives a shit. Itachi in second, Bad Peso third, Multi in fourth, British Giant fifth, Ramsel in sixth, Basman seventh, Wilson in eighth, Kieran being ninth, J Story rounding out the top 10 at the moment with Vintage again back in 11th, Shadow Lancer 12th, Styles 13th, Perpetual Formula 14th, Bob in 15th, and A Tormento in P16. Last day I made mediums on this last 23 to 24 laps. Okay, fair play. I just like fresh tyres, to be honest. Safety car I'm pretty sure will come in this lap, so give me a minute. There you go, safety car in this lap. Senna, as usual, I don't think he's used to causing the safety car not being behind him, and he stays quite close to it rather than letting it disappear off and giving themselves time. He does stick with the safety car, which can sometimes cause problems. We know what Cody's is like. He's taking notes now. I'm not gonna win no race, mate. Have you seen this ego chaser here in first place? You think I'm gonna win? The man from the division below, yeah. Oh, I can't raise. I don't know why I'm worth 10 mil. He's left it so late there. Go. I mean, he's dropped it. He's absolutely dropped it there. That is a bad move from Senna, and he's going to be under pressure from Itachi. And if Itachi can get a good exit here, it could be a real bad move. Look at what he's caused. He's caused all sorts of problems, and he's going to lose one to Bad Peso at the inside. And it looks like Itachi's going to try and go around the outside, maybe. But now Bad Peso's back on the outside, and Senna is going to have to battle him away. And that was a bad restart from Senna. And oh no, Bad Peso had to brake. That's given Itachi damage. Itachi has damage off the back of it. It's a terrible restart from Senna, and he's caused all sorts of problems, and he's caused Itachi to lose every single position in this race, and he'll drop all the way down to last place, and meanwhile he disappears with no trouble. Was that tactical? He got lucky there, didn't he? He almost bottles it on the exit as well. Such a bottle job. Bottles absolutely everything. He did bottle that restart. Completely bottled that restart. That was a terrible restart. I've never seen anyone try it like that before. Meanwhile, Vintage is up the inside of Kieran. Can he find a way past him? He's going up the inside. There is a battle further forwards as well. Basman's looking up the inside of British Giant, I think, but he's going to have to slot in. And Kieran almost outbreaks himself there. Vintage trying to hold it on. Shadow Lancer comes from nowhere around the outside. Gets the inside line this time. Vintage is going to have to try and get the outside line, but he does get the inside into the heavy braking zone here of this left-hander and stays in front for now. Vintage into P10. Good start. Good restart from him. Meanwhile, that was a terrible safety car restart, and it's caused all sorts of problems, and Itachi is now going to have to box for a new wing, and he's way off the back. Senna causing dramas with his restart. Wilson, I think, has pitted. Yep, Ramsel. Did Ramsel just pit and quit there? I think he did. I think Ramsel just pit and quit. Or has he hit the wall? Ramsel's hit. Oh, look at it. He's done it. He's hit the wall on the entrance to the pit. We've seen it a few times, and we've seen it again. Hitting that wall on the. That is dreadful. It is dreadful. hitting the wall on that edge. I mean, with wing damage, I've seen it done. It's not the first time I've seen it done. Meanwhile, Vintage is losing a place to Shadow Lancer, I think, or was he having a pop at Shadow Lancer there, trying to get past? I'm not too sure. We missed it, but Bazman passes British Giant and he's into P4. Bazman's had a happy friendly race. Brake checked me a corner before. Oh dear. So maybe he's struggling with that. He must have had damage of some sort, I'm guessing, and that's made him struggle a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Perpetual Formula being closed down off Styles, but again now it's just these terrible news, isn't it, for Itachi? So unlucky. He was having such a good race up there with those front three. Senna's disgraceful restart. That is just. I mean, that's got to be the worst restart I've ever seen in a safety car before. I've never seen anyone do it that way. That is just. I mean, he almost had him. If Itachi had gone up the rear wing of Senna, he would have absolutely battled that, and he almost lost the place then to Bad and forced Bad into a break, which meant that Itachi got wing damage, and he's dropped out of this battle now, and he's down in last place and just going to have to try and maybe settle for a fastest lap point unless he can work his way back in off another safety car. We're going to go away from that battle and we're going to have a look here. Yes, Bazman, I thought he was having a go at multi up the inside, didn't quite find a way through, but we're going to stay with this battle through the S's as Bazman looks to have found some pace now. He's been away for a while, cutting hair, not cutting corners. Nope, not cutting corners, cutting them quite nicely actually. I wonder if he cuts hair as nice as he cut that corner. If so, might be worth giving him a shout for your next haircut. There we go, down into the hairpin. He's being held up through the hairpin, but he will. No, I don't think DRS is active again just yet. Oh, there it is actually. Yeah, DRS is active. So there we go. Will he get a run? He's not got much ERS left. A lot of people burn that overtake so quickly, don't they? Go through it like it's sweets or something. Now he's going to try a switch back, but Multi putting his car in exactly the right place, and Bazman then tries a dive up the inside. Multi's there. Multi's not going to like it. Bazman gets a time penalty for his efforts, and now Multi's going to have the inside of the braking zone. Multi does get the inside, but Bazman's going to try and hang it around the outside, gets a good exit, and Bazman gets that place and up into P3. Goes Bazman. There was an overtake further back down the grid as well. I missed that one, but we did see the overtake in the podium for the final podium place of P3, and now Bazman can set off in chase of Bad Peso. Maybe get somewhere near him. Bad Peso hasn't really got a big gap away from any of them, so maybe just so. We're going to go on board with Vintage and watch this straight to see if Shadowlancer. In fact, no, Shadowlancer may well pull out on Kieran into this braking zone. It is a late braking zone. Kieran defends it. Yeah, Kieran watching that inside line, knows how late you can break through that that first corner, and just checks it off and makes sure it doesn't happen. Kieran, meanwhile, is pushing to J Story, who is flashing away with that overtake. Look, 6%. It's just people absolutely murder it, don't they? Bob has got past Petrol Formula. There's a yellow flag somewhere. I'm not sure what happened. Everyone seems to be going, unless Perpetual Formula just had some sort of struggles there. He did get passed by a couple of people, I think, so maybe Perpetual Formula in some sort of struggles. Kieran can't get close enough to J Story yet, but he's going to have Shadowlancer quite close to him. Let's see if anyone can make a move. Coming down in, Vintage is on the back of him as well. Shadowlancer is really close to Kieran. Shadowlancer on Kieran. He's going to use J Story as the toe to try and get through. Maybe both of them are going to be on J Story here. J Story's going to be absolutely swamped at the end of the straight. They both slot through. Gets in front. Shadowlancer in front of J Story in the braking zone, and now he's going to have to follow Kieran round. And Kieran and Shadowlancer both find a way past J Story there. And he was just a sitting duck, wasn't he, without that DRS drag. And now Shadowlancer is going to have to try and chase Kieran B down. A new follower, Haribo. We love Haribos. We love Haribos, especially the red packet. Thank you for the follow, Haribo. Follower number well over 1,000 now, but thank you very much for that follow. And we love Haribos, so we love you, mate. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Parabolical Esports. And sit back, enjoy. been quite a good race so far. Strange restart. Oh, look at this. Up the inside goes Shadow Lancer. Brakes, locks up, clips the car in front of him. Kieran is going to try and go around the outside this time. Cole Masters is not playing ball with the camera angles. And instead he slots back in behind. It's not quite come off for him as he attempted a dive bomb up the inside, locking up them tyres, maybe causing himself a little bit of damage in tyre wear. But it was a good effort nonetheless into turn one, and both of them drivers managing to stay calm and make it stick. As Itachi picks up a time penalty as well. Senna, he's definitely a Premiership champion, a Premiership plays driver at least, and he, you know, just absolutely ego stroking. It's quite embarrassing really, isn't it? But there we go. Here we go then. Shadow Lancer this time will get a run at Kieran B. Kieran B, nothing to defend there. That DRS power, and in behind he will slot and he'll go down to P7. Shadow Lancer up to P6. And Jay Storer has managed to stay with them enough to keep away from Vintage for now. And Styles is now catching up onto the back of this train as well. And behind, Shadow Lancer is forming a bit of a train now with 3 or 4 cars. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 cars it is. Ramsel, try that message again without the swear words, Akid. You might be alright then. So, Kieran B can't get anywhere near. Here we go then. Vintage, can Vintage get anywhere near G-Story? Not just yet. Oh, we've got a good camera angle this time. And it gone again. Just like that. Just like that. No, so it's just Kieran B is slipping out. Oh, Jay Story, I'm not sure what Jay Story or Kieran B, one of them made a mistake and he's lost a place there. Kieran B, Vintage, he's almost got the inside of him as well. So Kieran B struggling here and he's off the track again. Kieran, he's having a few problems there. I think he's made a mistake. I wonder if he's got any damage. British Giant getting a time penalty there. Styles has died on the inside of Vintage from out of nowhere. Absolutely sent on the inside of Vintage there, and it turns out a good overtake. Meanwhile, that Kieran B mistake, not sure what Kieran made there, whatever he made, but it's caused a gap to form between them all now, and now Vintage might come back at Styles. Was Styles stupid to go at Vintage there? Vintage isn't really using that overtake button, maybe as you should be, Vintage, because you would make that overtake stick if you'd have used that overtake button, because he didn't have DRS, Styles. So Vintage not taking the opportunity as it appeared there, and he's going to sit down in P10 on the final point position and be under pressure from Bob soon, you would think. Well, meanwhile, Styles is closing onto the back of Kieran. Kieran made that big error and I don't know, it created all sorts of problems. J-Mart saying controller sucks. Get back on your wheel then. Don't go from wheel to controller. It's just a terrible. Great overtake by Styles. He absolutely sent it up the inside, but if Vintage had used the overtake, he would have been had straight back. So I'm not sure if it was wise for Vintage to not use it, but maybe he just thinks, you know, I'm not battling that, he's too quick for me. And away he goes as he darts up the inside. Kieran defending nicely around the outside. Kieran's going to have to run it, and they clip together. Kieran did have to run, they clip together, and Vintage going for it. No, Vintage went for it, and then I don't know what happened with Vintage there, but he decided to back out of it completely. Vintage being a little bit tentative. I'm not sure if a yellow flag shown up for a minute or maybe give him an illegal overtake, but Vintage being very tentative if that's not the case, and a little bit too much respect from Vintage. Maybe. Meanwhile, Shadow Lancer looking around the outside of British Giant. He's going to go for a bit of a switch back and lunge now at British Giant. He's going to get the DRS. Open it up. Puts the overtake button on. Now he's going to get this big, massive drag right up to the back of him. Look how quickly he goes. British Giant moves over to the left defensive. Can he find a way around the outside? Shadow Lancer, he's made a good couple of overtakes in this corner. British Giant defending, but Shadow Lancer's going to have the inside round this time round. Inside line, there we go. Shadow Lancer, but there you go. British Giant just needs to keep his nose in and we'll get the next inside line. He doesn't. Shadow Lancer gets it, but British Giant sends it up the inside anyway. They're going to come close to touching. Shadow Lancer around the outside. We'll get the inside to these long rights and get the place done. It's a P5. It's a good overtake from Shadow Lancer. Good battle between those two, and he'll get it done there. And we'll move back down to Bob. Bob is on the back of Kieran. Kieran's being pulled along though by Styles. Kieran's had a bad couple of laps. I'm not sure if he's got damage on the front or on the back or something, but a bad couple of laps from Kieran. Meanwhile, Itachi is closing down on Wilson as well, so Itachi absolutely flying. I'm not sure if Wilson's in the session the way he's seems to be struggling. Bob having a look up the inside of Kieran. Kieran defended it late, but now Bob can get a run round the outside. Can he stick it round the outside? He's going to try and hang it in there. Is he going to be able to get a bit of room up the inside there? Doesn't, and he's going to slot in behind Kieran for the S's, and he will stay close. Kieran gets another time penalty, goes off the track, and now it's going to slow down Bob, who's gone into the back of him. He could have avoided that though if he'd have sort of approached that corner a different way, and Kieran has let him go. Kieran must be struggling with damage somewhere. I'm not sure what's going on, but he must be struggling with some sort of damage, and that is the end pretty much of the final battle so far. Unless Kieran can drag back up to the back of it somehow. For everyone now is outside of DRS of each other, and yeah, even with DRS, Kieran's still losing time, and Bob also. So let's go up, and there's the ego stroker. Let me have a drink. Well, anyone who was doing the two-stop, now is the time that they would be pitting. But looking at how close everyone is together, I don't think it'd help. I think they'd just lose too many places. So the two-stop is now no longer a thing. It would not help. It's a very close grid though, isn't it? Everyone's pretty close together. Kids are saying, I bet Senna's loving this. Of course, it's going to scratch his ego, and he's got a little winkle, so he needs something, doesn't he? As British Giant's out! British Giant is out of this race! How's he gone there? Oh, that's a strange place to DNF, and that is a safety car, which will bring everyone in for soft tyres, I'm almost certain. Let's see if Senna can do a proper safety car restart this time. And I tell you what, this has helped Hitachi and Wilson a little bit, because they can get Wilson going to hards there. Oh, he's come off. Wilson on hards. Wilson's on hards with 8 laps to go. Fucking game. Yeah, looking back. I'm guessing you didn't mean to go to the. I guessed as much when I was thinking what's going on here. Yeah. Well, that's not helped out. So the fact that Wilson and Hitachi could get in to the pits earlier than everyone else has then been absolutely ruined by the fact that it's put him on the hard tyres. So Wilson will, guessing he'll only lose a place to Hitachi, so we'll pit again, because he's only going to lose one place if he does. So it makes sense for him to just pit again. As we watch now, everybody else will move into the pit lane. Yeah, Senna's gone, Bad's gone, Bazman's gone, Multi's gone, Shadow's gone. Late for Jay Story. I'm pretty sure Jay Story will follow as well. Vintage will follow and double stack. Styles follow. I think Senna might be out in time for it to not matter for Styles double stack. Bob is in, no teammate around for him. Kieran in, Perpetual Formula in. Atamento, when he gets round, I'm pretty sure will also come in. Shadowlancer losing a couple of places in the pit, so gets one back anyway. Atamento, yeah, into the pits. Now I wonder what Wilson will do. Will Wilson pit again? Hashtag Addy for points. I mean, he's not far off now, and he's gonna be quick. And safety car magnet, says Kezo. So Wilson doesn't pit. He's gonna go for it on the hards. I would have pit. Personally, would have just pit, because all you're gonna do is lose that one place anyway. So personally, I would have pit, but he's decided not to. It's actually at the back. Saying Groove Ninja. Groove Ninja going to be happy with that one. Missing out on this race today, so he will be happy with that one. Meanwhile, as we say, the ego chaser getting a good ego scratch. Said at the start of the game when he was put into League 2, he was like, oh, it's the only time I can make, and then starts reserving for a lot of other divisions anyway. Then he says, why am I worth 10 mil in the fantasy, when everybody knew why he was worth 10 mil? Then when he got questioned on him, when I said to him to call him out about being like that, he said, oh yeah, I had a broken hand last year. Because I said, oh, I don't know why you're worth 10 mil, neither you were shit last year. Oh, I had a broken hand, he says. So, you know, absolute nonsense talking. Now the season's got in a little bit, you know, he's starting to try hard it again and get back into it, and look, absolutely walking it as we knew he would. My only hope is that Nizzy can pull it together and win some races, and Nizzy wins the championship in League 2 and doesn't give this lifeless soul a good ego scratch. Will Pitmate just couldn't then, as I'd been too far back. Ah, yeah, I see what you're saying. So I was just using that lap to catch up. And I tell you what, now we'll have the freshest of soft tyres. The safety car stayed out another lap, so that will help. And there you go, Wilson into the pits, and we'll have the freshest tyres of anybody. So, don't write him off. For points, there could be points there coming Wilson's way. Yeah, I did get that friend's request, mate. I'm sure it'll be accepted at some point. I'll not do it now though. We'll keep our eye on this amazing weird restart from Senna. With 6 laps to go. There will be 5 once the safety car comes in at the end of this lap. Another glitch. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's got soft. He's on soft. What was the glitch? New softs are on nearly 40%. Wonderful. Oh dear. It's just not been your race today, has it, Wilson? It's not been your race today. Oh dear. Them Cody's workers spending too much time in the dungeons. The slave dungeons, the BSMD dungeons. Must all be politicians, eh? That's where they spend their lives as well. Oh, J Story and Shadowlancer coming together. Gives 5-second time penalties. Give each other room behind the safety cars. It's always been a pet hate. 5-second time penalties behind the safety cars should not be a thing. Give each other room. It's not hard. Here we go. Again, look at how he just follows this safety car around. I've seen him do it many times, but he's let it go a little bit more this time. So he's giving it a bit more room. Caused all sorts of dramas last time round by not going to the very end. But again, look, he's right up behind that safety car. He's going to follow it right round. Let's watch the effects this has behind. I also spend too much time in dungeons. Does that? Yeah, but yours is a different dungeon, Sloth. You're not getting whipped with a gimp mask on by a load of older women. You're getting tied up and bummed by DJ. There's a bit of a difference. Anyway, here we go. Senna's gone now. Senna goes earlier this time, and he's got a time penalty for a corner cut, a terrible corner cut as well, as he sent it across there, and it's the time penalty. This time it's a better restart from him, and that means he's got a bigger gap away. Perpetual Formula might have a chance up the inside of Kieran here. Kieran covers it. Perpetual Formula fainting up the inside, then goes for the outside and the switchback maybe. He can't quite make it. Oh, he can't quite make it stick. This could be a great overtake from Perpetual Formula. Send it around the outside and keep it in through the SCs. He backs out. He backs out. I wouldn't have backed out there. I'd have been wanting that move. That was a great effort. Meanwhile, Itachi's made up a place on Styles and moves back away, closer to the points. Meanwhile, Wilson has also made up a place on Styles. Styles making a big mistake, I think, there. And now Itachi can push on to the back of Eitormento, and this is going to be close. Eitormento has got enough of a gap, has he, at the minute? No, 4 attempts will not be enough, I'm pretty sure. If a good exit from Itachi here will put him right on the back of Eitormento. It is a good exit. It is a better exit. He is using that overtake button, so he's Eitormento though. So who's got the most? Is the drag going to be able to get him up the inside? It's not. He's going to have to stick behind Eitormento for now. And let's go and see some of these other battles further forwards as Jay Story is on the back of Shadowlancer. Everyone on these fresh soft tyres. It's going to be nice and close. Vintage again, no time penalties. Look at that. Let's put these penalties up actually and see. Look at that. 3 seconds. Shadowlancer on 5, so maybe that's a removal. You don't know. Who knows what that's for? But if tell you what, Vintage could be on for a good finish if it carries on the way it is for now. It's been a good race, to be fair. It's not been a bad race at all. A couple of battles, a few decent overtakes. Bit of a DRS train, as to be expected round here for a while. Everyone getting stuck, but there is a couple of people dropping out of them second windows. Meanwhile, Itachi up into P11 did get past Atamento in the end. Let's go and watch Itachi and see how quick he closes onto the back of Perpetual Formula. Meanwhile, Bob is close to Vintage, so we'll flick back there in a minute. But look at this through there. Look at how good he was through there. He's so sticky. Gets it nice and tidy, and he's almost half the gap to Perpetual Formula just through that S section. This is what I've said. It's like you can literally make 7 or 8 tenths through there if you get it right, and the car in front doesn't get it right. You can make 7 or 8 tenths through there. It's such a good set of corners to get right. It's such a bad set of corners to get wrong. So let's just see as he pushes to. It's not one of them corners where you can get it wrong and still come out smelling the roses. You either get it right through the S section or you get it dramatically wrong. Meanwhile, Itachi is not going to be close enough to Perpetual Formula, but he is quick through here. Styles is on the back of Wilson. We're not going to watch that just yet. We're going to watch and see where Itachi makes up the rest of the time on Perpetual Formula, because he did make an overtake on Atamento around here. Perpetual Formula keeps it nice and tidy for now. Yeah, look at that, nice and tidy from Perpetual Formula, but Itachi does get a bit of a run on the exits of there, so let's see where he gets this one. Oh, I thought he was going to go out wide there. He just wants to stay away and avoid any more penalties. Gets it nice, doesn't get a good exit, but doesn't get a bad exit, and maybe he is going to get the run at Perpetual Formula. He can send it into this braking zone. It's a lovely corner to send it in. He does. Can the switch back happen? No, he puts his car in the right place. It's a great overtake from Itachi, putting his car in the right place. Meanwhile, Atamento getting a little bit squiggly on the exit. We'll go to Bob now. Bob is the next closest one, and he's still behind Vintage. Vintage managing to hold him off for now, but he's going to get a little bit trapped here by having no DRS. Vintage, and this long straight at the USA track, of course, it is very dependent on DRS. If you get out of that DRS train and you've got a car in your DRS, it can suddenly go from 7 tenths to absolutely nothing. Let's see. Look, watch this gap close now as he uses the overtake. Look at how quick that gap comes down. That was 7 tenths coming out the exit of the corner. By the time you get to the end of the straight, he's passed. Oh, he's wheel to wheel. He's alongside, and he is passed. So, 7 tenths. Bob and Vintage. Shadowlancer's gone. Shadowlancer's had a. I don't know if he's tried one too many times since, and he's not come well this time round. And Shadowlancer is now out of the points. Atamento has also lost it. He's down in 13th. Wilson, I don't know if he's pit for another set of tyres. I didn't see. Oh, he's struggling off at the back there. Cold Masters has done him an absolute kipper this time round, hasn't it? Vintage then to close to Bob, maybe? No. He got the DRS though, so that should keep him away from Kieran. It's not been a bad race from Vintage to not have any time penalties going on to lap 26 of 28. Vintage and Perpetual Formula and Jake Wilson, the only ones without a time penalty. They've all done really well to not get a time penalty around here. You know, it's a nightmare around here for time penalties. And we're going to watch Vintage for a minute because he is getting closed down by Kieran. Itachi is in the points, does have a bit of clean air, so could maybe get onto the back of this one as well. We've got a lovely camera angle to watch it at, so we'll stick with it, and then it goes as soon as you say that, so stop talking about it and it won't need to refuel. I'm struggling now. I need some more Mackies. Vintage again is going to be a bit of a sitting duck to Kieran this time round, but I think he did get DRS. Vintage, yeah, he did. So DRS for Vintage. Wing is open. We'll keep him away. Meanwhile, Bob goes up the inside of J Story, and Bob gets the move done on J Story. J Story's light flashing away as Shadowlancer gets the move done on Perpetual Formula as well, as I expected. Look how close Perpetual Formula's stayed with him though. He's good through for this final sector. Perpetual does get it quite nice and tidy through here. So let's just go on board and just see his line. Look at that. Nice and tidy. But Shadowlancer has done enough, you'd say, to stay ahead. Let's go up to Bazman. Bazman on the back of Multi. Multi doesn't have DRS, but Bazman is too far away this time round. But maybe now this place for P3 and P4 eats up as we're on lap 27 of 28. And Bazman is closing for this final podium position on Multi. Can he keep it nice and clean and tidy through the S's? He's lost a little bit of time, but he's stayed with Multi so far. So far, so good. I tell you what a race Bad Peso's having. He's really come together in his home track, hasn't he? And P2, being the fastest of the drivers that aren't trying to stroke their egos, like Senna is. He's absolutely only in it to stroke his ego. Oh, you're a good racer, Senna. Is that what you are? Oh, he's really good, isn't he? He just wants to hear his name spoke about, doesn't he? Desperate, absolute desperate. Here we go. Bazman opens that DRS wing. Does have only a little bit of ERS left. Is it going to be enough to catch him? It's not. He's going to have to stay behind, and he is going to be another lap away. It's going to be a last lap overtake. We're going to stay with this battle. I know Kieran and Vintage and Jay Story are all pretty close, but we're going to stay with the battle for the final podium. It's going to be the battle for the final podium on the last lap of the race. And I need a drink. Let me get a drink. There you go. You see the penalties. J-Story does have 6 seconds, so Vintage is looking good there. And to gain that place, Kieran also 6 seconds, so Vintage is looking good for a P6 finish. Everyone else pretty much has 3-second time penalties. So let's go and watch. Oh, now the position changes. The biggest earners obviously Bazman up 7 places, Vintage up 5, possibly about to be 6. In for driver of the day, Vintage. Bazman has also had a really good drive, so he could possibly driver of the day as well. I think for me, it'd probably out of the two go to Vintage if Bazman doesn't make the stick. Bazman's surely got him on the DRS though. Surely now. Bazman all over the back of Multi. Can he get this move done? Down this DRS straight, I'm pretty sure he will. Multi knows he's just a sitting duck and it's just a matter of time. Bazman surely won't go for it early. He'll be clever enough to stay behind for now and use the DRS to do it so he doesn't get DRS back. Here goes Bazman, final lap of the race. DRS wing will open. The DRS wing does open. Can the Williams driver find a way past the Aston Martin driver? I'm pretty sure they will. Both of them really low on ERS. Both of them really low on ERS. They basically got nothing left. Bazman goes up the inside. It looks like he's going to try and defend him around the outside. Multi. Bazman finds a way around up the inside, but now Multi's going to have the inside line as well. Inside line from Multi, defending this as hard as he can. Now Bazman gets the inside line. Needs a good exit out of here though. Can they do the touch? They're touching little bits. This is great racing and Multi runs wide. And Bazman gets the move done. And Bazman gets the final podium on the final few corners in the final section of the final lap of the race. Bazman into the podiums. Senna comes across the line for the race win. Bad Peso with a great drive into P2. Bazman takes that P3 and final podium on last lap of the race. Multi in P4, Bob in P5, J-Story P6, but will then be jumped by Vintage. P7 for Itachi after that damage, P8 for J-Story, P9 for Kieran, and Shadow Lancer rounding out the final points in P10. I don't know what Styles has done there, but he's crashed out. Petrol Formula's been overtaken by around the outside by Wilson. And there is still a great battle there at the end of the race between Bazman and Multi. Really good battle. And what a way to finish. What was actually quite a good race, to be fair. Cody's doing Cody's bits, but quite a good race. And I need to lie down. Let's get these podium sitters in. Who have we got? We've got to reduce the fuel load at the beginning of the race. I don't really do that much, to be honest, anyway, mate. Horrible race. Perpetual Formula not happy with his race. But it is. Oh, what it is. Who've we got? Bazman, Bad Peso and Senna. Give me a minute. Here we go then. Need to see the standings. Yeah, no. They got him in there just at the end. Sorry, mate. They was in there at the end. But do you get them as they come across the line? You did just get the standings in there, mate. I'm not sure if anyone's going to join. Waiting on Bad Peso, Senna. Oh, we've got someone. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, yeah,
Hi.
Bad Peso.
Mhm.
Bazman does Bazman do interviews? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think Senna does, so.
I'm surprised Senna doesn't. You know. Oh,
I know, man.
Look at me. I can put myself in the bottom leagues and win races. I need to scratch my ego. So
I
I'm surprised
know.
he doesn't. Let's just go
Sure.
with you, Bad, since you're the only one here. How was your race, mate? How did that go for you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Solid the whole race.
A little bit of an incident with Itachi. I know that Senna restart was dodgy. What did you think of his restart?
Oh, Senna. Yeah, he didn't call that right at all. That safety car restart.
A bit of
Should not have called it there, honestly, but
almost
It
had him up the
depends.
inside, and then you had to slot him behind and click the brakes, which
Yeah.
sent Itachi into the back of you. Sort of
Mhm.
took the pressure off you a little bit then, meant you could just settle in.
Yeah, that's when I just relaxed, settled in, just take it easy, really, because there was no one to worry about. But then when the safety car came out, then Bazman was a worry for a little bit.
I think he got held up enough by Multi though in the end. And
Yeah.
good race though. Did you enjoy it, or was it a tense race? Sometimes you can get a podium and you're just not enjoyable.
It was pretty enjoyable, except maybe for the last few laps. I was trying to pray that Senna got another penalty. But technically, I am the winner because Senna's
Fastest
points
in the
only go to
league.
constructors.
Yeah, fastest in the league. So the highest finish in the league. I mean, so out of everyone else.
Great to finish on the podium in my home race.
I know. About time you got a podium and pulled your act together, and you do it in your home race of all the races.
I know.
So. Well done, mate. But I'm off. I'm done in, and I've only got like half an hour before I'm going myself. So.
Yeah, I'm racing with you too. So.
Oh, there we go. That should be good. You've already had a podium once. You can go get another one. This time,
Yeah.
try and beat Senna this time round the way. Let's see.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, it's been a good race. It's been a race of the highs and the lows and the Codys. Cody's screwing people left, right, and centre, screwing us over, getting us a restart. Basically not doing the jobs right as usual. Congratulations to Bad Peso and Bazman finishing on the podium in the league that they should be in. Senna, keep scratching that ego, mate. I hope it makes your life feel validated.
Did I say one last thing? Where you at, Swanee?
Where you at, Swanee? Where you at, Swanee? Where is Swanee? I've not seen Swanee yet, anyway. But yeah, really good race.
You,
I think my driver of the day has got to be between Bazman and Vintage. Between one of those two, both had a really good drive. Some great overtakes. I think just down to that last lap battle though, I give it Bazman. Great shout. Peace, and we'll see you all next week when hopefully I'll be less hungover and we'll be able to do it properly. Good night, God bless, take care, and I'll see you there.